Let's stand together. We'll have prayer and then we'll have the pledge. Father, again, thank you for today, for your blessings, for your goodness to each and every one of us. We ask, Lord God, that as we do the business of the city tonight, you give us wisdom, insight, understanding, discernment in our decision making. And we just thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Call to order our regular meeting of the Stanton City Hall at Stanton City Hall, May 14, 2026, at 6 o'clock. Our first order of business is to approve our April 9th regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make a motion.
All right, second.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. The next one is the approval of our 4/15/26 special meeting minutes. Do I have a motion for that?
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carried. This time it will be our public comments. Any public comments tonight? Okay. Mayor's report, just several things to bring you up to date on some of our projects that we've got going on. One being the I&I project. Pretty much Van Village is complete in terms of, it's talking about the lift stations there. That has been rehabbed. The airport one is completed. It's in operation. The Pearl Street, down where Tommy lives, he loves it. They're still doing some work on that. They actually had to change out something from horsepower, from 3 horsepower to 5 horsepower. And it's actually going to help us in terms of our maintenance in the future. So that's going to take a couple of weeks to get all that done. And then they're going to put a fence up for him, and then they're going to clean that all up. So that's working along pretty well. The Bowen tank rehab, that was out to bid, and looks like they're looking to start here fairly soon in May the 25th. No, not May the 25th. That's going to be, let me look here. May the 21st, we have our kind of pre-construction meeting, and then hopefully toward the end of May, they are going to rehab that. So Curran's Construction out of Lexington was the low bidder for that, and so that's kind of exciting for us because that particular tank, if I understand correctly, has been leaking for a long time, and so that's going to help us greatly. The window on that is usually about 30 days to get that done, and so hopefully sometime in the summer, we won't see water flowing down that hill there, so that's an exciting thing. The Paint Creek, which again has to do with the water line that goes all the way from Wood Point, which is where the Paint Creek tank is. They're going to start that on Monday, so that'll start there and then proceed all the way to the Morris Creek, across the cemetery, and then the pump station. A couple weeks looks like they're going to get started on that. A lot of that has to do with material. They're trying to get ahead, get it ordered, and those kinds of things. So that's an exciting thing also.
I have a question. Andrew, if you could be mine.
Sure.
Did we follow up on some of the action items from last time about looking into that flag or in some type of device to monitor the levels?
Yeah. You talking about the Paint Creek tank itself?
Yeah, as far as they said they used to have a flag on it that would be
Like a bobber.
Yeah, like a bobber thing. And
After that, I talked to Richard, and so what's been happening, I don't know if they put the flag and those kind of things, but they're making sure every day, and even in the evening, they've been checking it, making sure it's at least 75% full. And so 80, it's actually been somewhere between that. And we've had, as far as I know, no issues with, the individual families that came.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
no complaints so far. Has that been a month? About a month?
Yeah.
A month with no
Last
complaints,
week.
imagine that. That'd be great, so we did. The fire hydrant inspection is in. We have issues with 39 of them, and I'm gonna, thank Tommy. I asked him to put some money in there for the budget for next year at 30,000, so hopefully we can get some of those things taken care of. And then the big thing, we did receive a nice grant that came to the city of Stanton for the Stanton City Park, $500,000, and that'll be used for infrastructure and upgrading things there. And so we're just, thankful for that. I asked for 16 million, but I'll take 500,000. And everything, it would have covered a lot of other things. So I know that Billy and Mark and Tommy will be working with Parks and Rec to get some things done. Tommy, what's some of the things we're looking at there? What do you think?
I think some of the biggest ones did they talk much about the restrooms and?
So some of that is, but the current state of it right now, they're identifying potential projects
Good.
and scoping them out and getting them, and then they're going to prioritize them. And then they're also looking at turning that 500,000 into 800, 900 with matches. Now, whether or not that happens, they're going to seek some grants.
Good.
So there's a lot of thinking and processing and planning going on with the Parks and Rec board right now.
Good.
But I mean, bathrooms would be nice to have, different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Some of the water ran.
The bathroom there out by the water park?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we
I know they have some inside too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
those
concession
outside,
stand,
yeah.
Those
Those
outside,
outsiders.
they need to be upgraded.
But we have a good Parks
Well, I know one of the things that's been constantly brought up is, water to the dog park. And so that would fall into this category, so definitely want to get that done. All right, thank you. Also, gonna be a busy week starting, what was it, Memorial Day? There you go. 14th Region Baseball Tournament is here at the City Park. It starts on that Monday, Memorial Day, and goes to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, with rain dates on Thursday and Friday. And then, of course, on that Saturday, I think there's a Bigfoot festival that's coming in.
Something like that.
And so that will be a week. Lots of people coming in. I think there's 4 games scheduled just on Monday.
Yeah.
So that'll be all 8 teams will be here playing. It's that, so.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's something we haven't updated.
Yeah, I
in a
think
long
it's
time.
about, what, every 7 or 8 years we get that?
The
It's
nine,
been a while.
yeah.
About 9 years, so we don't get it very often, but we're glad to get it, and so that'll be an exciting week for us here in Stanton. Also, if you haven't voted, vote. Early voting started today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and of course, the big day is Tuesday. As you notice, I did vote already. I like to do it early, because, and you did too, all right. And everything, so it's pretty exciting to see all those kind of things. All right, Enoch Thomas with the Stanton Fire Department concerning flooring for the fire department, correct?
So, God, sure, them.
Yeah.
All right.
A couple of months ago, I came to you about the epoxy flooring in the bay of the firehouse. If any of you beg you to go look at it and see how bad it looks. That's all quotes from Mr. Jordan back here on redoing it. It's lifetime warranty. We never have to touch it again. He'll put that in the contract. What we got, like I said, it's been down since '98, and it looks awful. He does all of Wendy's work. He does all of Walmart's work. He's done Back's Auto Auction where the cars drive through on it constantly, and it has stayed for that. I mean, that says something right there to me. And right now you're working on whose house? Katy Perry's house in Paris. So
Ooh.
he does pretty good work. We're asking for half of the $22,000. I went to the fiscal court meeting Tuesday night. They agreed to pay $11,000. If the city could help pay the other half, I got to go to Clay City's meeting Monday night. The county's already paying for the ambulance service and Middle Forks to be done. So
I had it in 30 grand, so to y'all's budget next year for, I didn't know how much it was gonna be, but that would be covered under your,
maintenance or something.
well, yeah.
It goes with your budget. You have 90, we usually do 90, now we're gonna do 120,000 for next year, so
What's the
it should.
state of their budget right now?
They're about 80 grand, about 70 something today.
I don't remember.
What do you mean?
Out of-
What
What
they've
I think
spent?
78, they've still got,
Because he only needs 11,000. How much does he have left this year?
right now, he has that left, but,
I do.
let me look, I think it was 70.
Correct, you only need 11 of the 22.
Yeah.
Just from
County's
us 11?
County's doing the other.
How much is it gonna say?
And he also, we can do this later, but if you go upstairs, the tile upstairs is just busted all to heck.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's been there 22 years, and
So,
I guess the flooring's given.
yeah, with your budget increase, I think that, I don't know where y'all stand with equipment. I know you're always getting equipment, but, I mean, you can use that for something. That was great.
What was left.
Well, even,
Well,
we're
even what you're
increasing
gonna get
it.
new.
We're increasing your all's, we're investing $30,000 more into the fire department this year.
Yeah.
We give you a little bit more last year, we're giving you some more this year. So that's what we have in our budget, assuming it passes
You're-
and goes into effect, but
78,000 and currently you have 19,000.
Still the
But that's indifferent.
That's indifferent, but
so that can be moved.
we can move that around if you wanted to do it right away. If not, we'll,
How much, do you expect to spend 19,000 between now and
in the June,
end of June?
I would suggest just go
I'd
ahead
like to
and
get that done, yeah.
Go ahead and get that done, yeah.
What's your timetable on this here?
He's 2 or 3 weeks out.
Okay. That'll be,
How long will it take him to lay?
A couple of days each, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do half one day and however long it needs to dry.
Just, you got a quote on that upstairs?
Just make sure that
No, that's a different, that ain't him.
what's
That'd be
left,
Kyle.
like tile and that's it.
I think I
Right
put
down
that
that
before.
19,243.
Okay. So you got 19,000 left,
Give me a couple quotes for upstairs for future
Okay,
air.
yeah.
but if you, I mean, if you, you got 19,000, if you think, like you and the chief, fire chief think you can make it from now till June 30th with $8,000, then by all means,
That way
it needs to
we
be done.
have a full amount on next,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have
July
it
1st.
So
30.
you can,
Your
you
money's
can
there.
scope out other projects that you.
I just told him I'd come back and make sure we were still on the same
Yeah.
page and.
And when will the county be able to release, I mean, that they.
are they gonna
approve it?
release it this year or next
Or
year?
next
Budget?
It's done voted on, they're just waiting on my answer from here.
Okay, all right, so you'll be able to have it all.
Yep.
I'll make a motion for a resolution in support of it.
If y'all got any questions for him,
Second.
Okay. Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion
thank you very much.
carries. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
KTC Investment, been doing this the last few years. We have, it's Kentucky Trust Company, we have so many dollars in there. And each year, I suggest a project that the funds, the interest that comes from that would be applicable. We've done the pickleball court and we've done the backhoe, so those are the two we've done so far. This year, I'm suggesting a new maintenance vehicle. We have one vehicle that has 250,000 miles on it, and we'd like to begin to replace those vehicles. One maybe this year, one next year. I may get some funding eventually, but right now we don't have that. So if we could take it, looks like I talked to the guy, that Brandon that does our investing for us. He said it should be about 20 to 21,000 that will come to us in July and June in that particular area. So that's my suggestion. I'm obviously open to discussion from the council.
Yeah, it sounds to me like we, 250,000 miles on it, it's about
Yeah,
time.
that
We're
was-
starting to get a
well,
lot of
the-
maintenance on it.
Yeah, it's nickel and
The
dime.
nickel dime you to death, yeah.
That's one thing that, we probably need to plan for, which I'm good with this. I mean, if that's what you think needs to happen, but I think it'd be nice if we could get, if you wanna make a note, give Teresa or whatever, have their department heads, like an inventory with an age, mileage of all the police vehicles we have, all the auxiliary vehicles, all the park vehicles, all the water vehicles, and maybe even reach out to the fire department and get an inventory on their stuff, so we can start looking at it and prioritizing it, planning out the future.
We could do that.
Like typically, how long do we keep one in service?
Until it quits.
Till it
Yeah.
quit, till it just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Them have been here since 10. That's when we
Okay.
bought the first two,
Yeah.
the no two-wheel
22.
drives, which was a mistake in the, we definitely need four-wheel drive. We
Four-wheel,
figured
yeah.
that out.
And usually what happens with this, we take this investment and then from the general fund, we match that, to purchase the vehicle. Right now, I just went ahead and kind of got an estimate of what, a vehicle might, cost us. We want it to be four-wheel drive, obviously. And, just a cab type. It was around between $40,000 and $45,000.
That's state contract price.
That's state contract. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make the motion.
All right.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor? All right, any opposed? All right, motion carried. Thank you very much. Just a little update on the meter reading for you. So far, as we kind of understand, we had some issues with our former readers. So far, the first month in which this kind of came to the forefront, there have been 70 adjustments. This is in cooperation and communication with the Office of the Attorney General. So we have to send everything into them and they have to okay it. April, which is the one that we've been dealing with here in May, we've had 138 meters. And of course, this is out of 2,300 meters. So we do have a lot of meters. Let me just kind of try to summarize some of the things that we're doing that I think are really positioning us to have, not to have this particular issue again. We do have new meter readers. I call them the best team ever. Trying to build them up. And they're doing an excellent job. They've already started on the second month, and that's just been this week. We are now getting accurate readings, and that's the most important thing, is the accurate readings. And so they're being done. They have to do this in a 12-day window in the month. So you have 12 days to do it and to get it to us so that we can get it printed or put in the system and then printed and sent out. Our goal is 100% satisfaction and accuracy. That's our goal, and that we're going to strive for that. We are considering, as we look ahead, GPS coordinating each meter. Now, that'll probably be only so many each month, because each of them has 800. That's a lot of meters, to read in a 12-day window. But we're looking at that. And the great thing is that these are employees, and so the communication between the readers and our employees, who they have to, give these things to, has been great. And one can note something like this and immediately, talk to the other person and say, look, let's go back and double check this. There might be something, just a little bit off. For myself, I always look for silver linings. I'm that kind of person. And so I think there are several things that have come out of this. What we're doing, we're finding broken meters and repairing them. We just ordered Richard just ordered another box full. We have to keep a few because of emergencies, but we've been putting probably 8, 10, 12 already back. And so that's saving money for the city as well as the customer. And so that's important. We're discovering leaks and reporting immediately those to homeowners. We have a door hanger that they use, and it'll say water leak detected. That way they know that there's an issue that needs to be addressed, and they can call us, or we can obviously communicate with them a little bit more. We are focusing more on customer service, making sure that, again, that people know that we are accessible. We are concerned about what's happening with them as individuals. Also, it's less maintenance from the City of Stanton water crew. So the more these things are, kind of taken care of beforehand, we don't have to send our guys out. We can use them in other areas. It also is we're better managing water and reducing waste. It's just a matter, it's just amazing how much water can be lost very quickly. And also, this silver lining out of all of this is that it allows quicker investigation of billing questions and issues. And that's very, very important to us and to our customers. Now, I believe that we have also, along with this, a resolution. So, Billy, do you want to address that for us?
Yeah, my colleagues don't mind if I speak on behalf of us. We have a resolution I'd like to introduce, and basically all it does is it's a resolution of the City Council of the City of Stanton expressing the council's position regarding recent water billing issues, supporting executive action by the mayor to resolve said issues, establishing a committee to develop policy on meter reading and billing practices, and requesting a report from the city clerk on water billing and revenue. Now, most of this, and I believe that you all can publish it out for us so people can read it. I won't go here and read it all today. But basically, although that I guess some of us, as far as, and I'll kind of break this down a little bit, I don't really have the point up to the water reader meetings. I think we all take responsibility for that. There should have been oversight. There should have been all kinds of different things. I'm happy with where we're going forward. It's just I think some of us maybe have an issue from when the water bill went out. But at the end of the day, we respect that was the mayor's decision. He did it, although some of us may disagree with it. It's a respectful disagree, and we'll move on. I'm happy with the direction it's going. I would like to get the committee together, because some of the things you just named off are great ideas, but they need to go on paper. They need to be in the policy manuals. That way, especially when we have employees doing them, that way we can hold employees accountable, have that expectation. It's on paper. There's job descriptions. Everything's spelled out. There's no ambiguity of how this works. even all the way down to, you know, the clerk and how they handle disputes and different things. A policy-driven approach, I think, will help some. So,
So do you wanna,
Yeah,
wanna
hey,
appoint a
can I
committee
say
tonight?
this here real quick, just on
Yeah,
that?
sure.
And that's a good point. We're going from independent contractors to city employees,
Yeah.
which makes accountability and check and balance systems so
Correct.
much better.
Correct.
And hopefully in the future, this won't happen because of that, but I like the risk.
So you want a committee coming out tonight?
So
Volunteers?
what I would like to see is I'd like to have a non-quorum council, and I would like to, if they're willing, have our water meter readers participate in that. They're out there in the dirt doing it, they know kind of some of the stuff, I think they can advise us on it,
So a committee of what, 5 or 6, is that what you,
I think.
I like that? Cause you got
Up to
four meter readers.
Yeah, it's so it'll be a committee that has no action, we're just gonna come together, build some policies, and we'll send them on up to the full council to look at.
So we want a couple from the council, or
Yep.
anybody want to volunteer
I
for
want
this?
to volunteer.
1, 2, 3, okay. And, all right, so we got Tommy, Billy, and Jason.
And I would like to, obviously, talk to them, I'd like to.
volunteer too?
Yeah.
We'll just pick a clerk. So you
Assistant.
make it, so you can make it a 7-person.
Okay, we'll make it 7 then, all right.
And I'd like the 3 water readers to be on it if they're willing to. If they don't, then
Yeah.
find somebody else. We get some policy in place. Now, another thing, a couple questions with that I want to ask, going forward is, the city employees are doing it, you know, we're gonna work on these policies, but in the interim, we gotta have a little bit of direction. Are they using city vehicles?
Not at this time, but
Okay.
if the council's okay with it, we can.
Absolutely, I'm
All right.
okay with that, and then we need to buy them the equipment that they
Right,
need.
we talked about that, Jimmy and I,
Okay.
so we'll take care of that.
So I'm gonna make 2 separate motions.
Okay.
The first one's just gonna be supporting the current water meters, getting them what they need, equipment-wise, and allowing them, I mean, they're employees, allowing them to utilize the city vehicles and read water meters.
Okay, that's a motion, second on that, all right, all in favor?
And they're covered under the umbrella of the same as the
Any
the
opposed?
insurance and
All
all
right,
that.
motion carried.
And then the
Then
second
the
thing,
resolution.
yeah, I wanna introduce the resolution, I'll make a motion to introduce it
Okay.
for a vote.
I'll second it.
You made the motion?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
Second, okay, all in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carried. All right.
And I will tell you that up until June, they're at a certain rate, but in the other budget, it's put in at 115.
Yes,
So,
okay.
yeah, that'll go up.
That'll go in the June?
Yeah, it's like 2775
Okay,
a month divided by the 3, so.
okay. We'll be looking at the budget here in a few moments.
Yes,
so.
yeah, I was
Okay.
just going,
All right, number 9 is this is for FEMA, and it is a designation of applicant's agent resolution. Boy, that sounds so important.
Yeah.
Willie Means and Teresa Coombs. So if we can have a motion for that, you should have that sent to you. That just simply gives both Teresa and I the authority to kind of deal with FEMA and, sign some papers and those kinds of things.
I'll make the motion.
All right, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Municipal road aid resolution, we do this every year. This year, last year, I think we got almost 75,000. This year, it's only $62,325, and that's because the road fund is not taking in as much money as it has in the past. And as a result, less money for cities for resurfacing streets. So, do I have a motion for that resolution?
Where does that money come from?
gas
The
tax,
municipal road aid.
gas tax.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
they- that they're talking about taking off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't I don't understand that, with all the gas going up and the gas taxes, I mean, we
It's
just
just less
barely got
gas,
it.
just less gas sold, I guess, where it's higher, people aren't using as much gas.
Yeah.
Travel was down.
It went down about 13,000.
Because the taxes stays the same all the time, so.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, there's not been an increase in tax, whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
It's just how much gas is, being used, being bought.
So it's gone from 75 to about 62.
Yep.
Yep.
It's been up and down though.
Yeah,
And we've seen as low as 45.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just been
I'd rather have
But,
62
I mean,
than zero.
in all fairness, that's that's all we got to do, that's all we can use. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
that's what-
We do, we're gonna get a little bit more because through the state, we got some money
Right.
coming from that. Okay, you have a
Thank you.
motion for that resolution?
Yeah, just thank you for the explanation.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Uh,
Okay, the next one is the first reading of the ordinance 26-006, establish civil fines. It's an ordinance, amending ordinance number 20-001 to establish civil fines, lien authority, and foreclosure for nuisance violations. Do you want to say anything about that?
We had kind of talked about it last time, and I think everybody
Yeah.
got a copy of it. So I just had to get it in the Greg KRS statute format, and I think Doug helped me with that this week.
Yeah,
and we
Doug's
got
looked
it
at
in
it.
the right format, and so we just need to first now,
And then
and then
second.
Yeah.
All right, do I have any questions on that? I have a motion.
Make the motion.
All right, second. All right, all in favor?
uh,
Any opposed? Motion carried. The next is the annexation of 9040 Maple Street. Second reading of ordinance 26-008. I think that was the folks that are de-annexing were here last meeting.
Marcy's.
Yeah, and so any,
I'll make,
all right, make a motion.
I'll make
Just
a motion.
clarify that, don't de-annex them, it just lets them go through the process, there's a.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've already gave that information to the clerk to get them put on the vote.
Yeah, and I asked you earlier
That's in
for an
November.
explanation, just for everybody can understand.
Right.
What happens when we do this, we vote for it just to be put on the ballot.
Yeah,
That's basically what we're doing,
Yeah.
right? Correct.
Okay.
yeah.
I can second it.
All right, all in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? All right. Okay, the next one is the first reading of ordinance 26-009, terms of members for Board of Zoning Adjustments. Don, did we take these separate, right? 13, 14, all through here? How do we
Well,
do? Help me
what,
through this.
yeah. What I would suggest is the, first reading, 13 and 14, take them individually.
Okay,
And then as long as, everybody is happy with the appointments, I think you can take, 15 through 24 and vote on them collectively. Now,
Collectively.
if anybody says, I don't like this person, I don't wanna vote for this person, then we can pull it out and vote separately. But if it looks like everybody is in favor of that, then, somebody could make a motion to, approve items 15 through 24 on the agenda. It could be seconded, it could be voted on. We don't have to go.
Collectively?
Yeah, collectively, we don't have to go through each one of those appointments.
can you
But,
kind of give us a little history of how we?
If I could,
Yeah,
yeah.
please.
On the, both of these boards, it started with the Parks Board where we saw issues on appointments, and we're actually going through each and every board. We're trying to get a master list of when people's terms commenced, when they expired, so that, you all know as elected officials when and other appointments coming up. I believe we have that, for Parks. We now have this, if this is enacted today, ordinance, these next two ordinances, then we'll have the terms the way the original enabling ordinance designed it, where it's all staggered. And, Ann did a yeoman's job in going through the records to see if there was a pattern, see if it was followed, and it really wasn't. And so, what we're trying to do is to, one, make sure that you all are informed. You've got to have information to know how to do things. But then additionally, these appointments are done correctly, because these are important positions. They can control the value of property. If something's zoned one way, it might be more valuable. If it's zoned a different way, it can be less valuable. And then, of course, Board of Zoning Adjustments, they're like a quasi-judicial. These people are kind of like judges, and so they have to be, impartial, make wise decisions, and their appointments have to be correct. And it was kind of loosey-goosey, just to be honest. I mean, we get 24 years of loosey-goosey, and I think this council and the mayor want to tighten it up so that it's done definitely in accordance with law. And so that's what we're doing. This was the easiest way to do it. Every one of the members have issued a resignation. So every position is now open. Their resignation is effective June 1st. If you all vote on this ordinance and then approve these resolutions, then we can now proceed as business as usual, but everybody has an expiration date. And everybody on this council knows when the next appointment will come due, and it will be staggered like the original enabling ordinance. The original ordinance said thou shalt stagger, but I don't think it was really done that way. It was just Joe Blow resigns, you get somebody new to replace him, and that guy serves until he resigns, and that's really no way to run a show. And so that's the intent here, and then I think we're gonna move on to the next committee and the next group,
Yeah.
so that you all know as elected officials when your committees that work for you, when their term of office expires, so that you can get people in there and they can exercise their power appropriately. And so that's what we're trying to do. And it was like on a random basis. You know, it wasn't like we really like this person, they're going to serve 3 years. We really hate this person, they're going to serve 1 year. It was a randomized basis on who gets the 1, who gets the 2, who gets the 3-year term. But then at the conclusion of each one of these terms, like Tara Wells, when her 1-year term's up, if she decides and you all decide to reappoint her, her next term will be 4 years. Okay, so it's not like she has a perpetual 1-year term. You know, everybody will continue to be staggered, and hopefully, you know, I think the plan is for the city clerk to have this master list, for the mayor to have this master list, for Ann to have this master list, so that we have a little institutional wisdom, and maybe someday we can get to the point to put it on a website with the city so everybody knows, so that you all can do things appropriately. So that's the history of it.
Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. If I have a motion on the first reading of ordinance 2609, terms of members for Board of Zoning Adjustments, motion for that? All right, second?
Second.
All right, all in favor? All right, any opposed? All right, the next one is a first reading of ordinance 26-0110, or 010, terms of members for Planning and Zoning Board. I have a motion for that? All right, second? All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Now, I think if the council's okay, take this collectively, 15 through 24. You want to look through those names first?
It's the same people going back on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the one guy, Stacy Coffee, was
Stacy
the one
is
y'all
one.
agreed to put on there back a couple of months ago when this reorganization thing came to light. That's the only change, is the Stacy Coffee is in there now.
I have a motion to, well, I'll give you a minute.
I hate to throw this out, because I kind of orchestrated this, but really, I don't know that we can appoint until the second reading of the ordinance.
That's where I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was going.
Yeah, and I know there's a rush to get this done, but
Well, we can
We
have
could
a,
do a
we
special
could
meeting.
have a
yeah,
special.
if you have a special meeting,
Yeah.
then on the second reading, then you can vote to
You vote
adopt
all
that.
of them equally.
I would just suggest that you get that second meeting before the June 1st
Yeah.
deadline, so
Yeah.
that everybody is good on that.
When's the meeting for board of?
And we have it next Thursday.
Next Thursday, but we've all resigned. And this is
We'll
good.
have-
No, it's not effective until June first.
Yeah,
Yeah, your resignation isn't good until June first.
Oh.
Yeah, they're still on there.
Sorry, Kevin, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
So I'm okay with everybody on the list, but I agree with Todd to do it legally, properly, straight to the second
I'm
reading.
glad you brought that up, because
That's right. Well, until it was written in front of me here, you know, I wanted to get it done as ASAP, because I don't want you to have two very important boards with nobody serving on it. But yeah, if you all don't mind having a special meeting, that would be good, and just defer action until, on the appointments until that second reading.
Okay.
So you meet Thursday, correct? All right, so we'll
Yep.
try to get that done Monday, Tuesday, or
I
Wednesday.
have motion to table the appointments.
Say,
second, all in favor?
Favor.
Any opposed?
And while we're on this particular subject, with the new budget, I did put in raising the one to the 100 so they match. One's 50, one's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Do we have- Is that,
Yeah,
do we have
those-
to vote on that?
those
No,
should definitely
I don't know.
match.
Do you?
What's the,
well, I mean,
Don, do we have
say
to
in the
vote
ordinance?
if we're,
so ordinance.
if we're
is-
going
the
from
ordinance,
50 to
the ordinance
$100
states
or?
it, so.
Giving them.
Amend
Yeah,
the
I-
ordinance.
The ordinance
Which-
states the pay,
Which
so.
one gets paid 100, which one gets paid 50?
Planning and zoning is 100, Board of Adjustments is 50.
But it says it in, if I'm not mistaken, it gives the salary
Is it
in the ordinance.
In the ordinance,
So that's
yeah.
why I think we got it.
So we have to
We'll
amend the
We'll need to
ordinance.
amend the ordinance
Okay.
to update the
Just
salary.
update the salary on the, okay.
to all-
So we can do
I'll
that
get done
special
before
meeting,
the
Well-
special meeting.
right?
Well, do we want to amend it between first and second? That's a substantive change. I don't think it's clerical. We should probably make a motion now, correct, y'all, to amend the first reading we just passed.
Because we're gonna be doing the first reading of the budget, it's in there,
Is it in the first,
budget.
no, this,
The new
are you
one.
talking about the budget, or are you talking about the ordinance that
The
we
ordinance.
just?
Ordinance.
The ordinance.
We need to do this today as a first reading to amend the ordinance,
And then we can do the second one.
and then the second, when we have our special meeting, we'll have
Or
it
we
ready
can,
to read.
we can do it in June, this is July 1. with the
Yeah.
budget.
Does it have the pay?
Yeah, it
I
has.
thought it did.
This ordinance here, the new one
Yes.
that I just gave to y'all,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
The old one has.
the old,
The old one has.
The old one had
Had
it.
it.
But this
Yeah.
one's going to supersede the other one.
Yeah, so we can still put it in there. I think it'd be better to have that spelled out probably. I'll let y'all
I-
advise.
Well, I didn't see this as superseded. I don't think we're taking anything out of the code of ordinance. I think we're just adding this in and clarifying. So this would be 100% new. And I don't see that it's in here that it allows
Yeah,
pay,
The
but
pay's not in that part of it.
is it in the currently existing ordinance?
It was, I'd have to look. I think it's in the bylaws. I think it was written in the bylaws.
Okay, well, I think we would have power to, somebody, if Councilman Rice wanted to make a motion, or whoever it was, or I'm sorry, Councilman Mays wanted to make a motion to amend this ordinance, and that motion passes, then I think that would be appropriate, and that would take care of the first reading, and of course, the second reading would contain the amendment.
Yeah.
okay.
and we can do that at our
So
special
make the
meeting.
motion for the changes.
I'll
Okay,
second.
second, all in favor? Any opposed?
Just for clarity, are we making them the same at 50? We making them the
100.
same at 100? We
Sorry,
making-
No, we're not taking away, we're adding.
It's 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
While we're on ordinances, Tommy, I don't see it on the agenda, but there is a typo or an incidental, we left the incidental paragraph in the tourism, restaurant tax ordinance.
Yes,
We're gonna have to amend it again. It says, treasurer of the state tourism, and it probably should say.
First sentence,
city
section 3.
clerk. Yeah.
Says
It does
it's
need,
still
it does
payable
need to
to
be
the
amended.
treasurer.
I think our intentions are still clear, but it needs to be amended. I don't have that on me right now, but we do need to amend it. I don't know if Ann wants to run and get it, we can come back to it again.
Yeah, let's do that, and see if you can get that. All right.
I'll get it.
Okay, number
She'll
25.
get it. Yeah, I know, but we'll come back to it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're.
Vicky,
So we're good on the names, everybody, we've already done.
It's
the
first-
on the names.
Sentence section 3.
No, we'll do that
it's
at our
Still
special
payable.
meeting.
Which
that
table?
section.
Table
Yeah,
it, table it.
It says
It
it's,
gets bigger.
well,
Let's think about these. It's hard to read.
it doesn't go to,
the treasurer.
it doesn't go to, we're not getting the money,
Oh,
it's
okay.
going to the
Yeah.
city, so
Well-
it's in that.
Don, we need to move on.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Number 25 is the Red River wastewater. We have been, just an update, and I think Tommy kind of jump in here, help you with this. We did, we've had a couple of meetings with them, and then we are also going to get together with them again, I believe Monday, is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
problem is that the meeting that they had, some couldn't be there.
Right.
And we couldn't, so we're going back Monday and negotiating, and I think we'll come to an agreement. But Monday night, we're gonna meet with them again, and then
Yeah,
the
this has,
budget won't show the increase until the second reading, because we don't know exactly what they're gonna agree to, just.
yeah, just to bring up people up to date, Red River Wastewater, who processes obviously our sewer and our storm water, are looking at, well, have agreed upon a rate increase. And of course, that affects us. You know, we have to obviously look at that and kind of look at where we're at. So right now, we're in negotiation, and hopefully we can come to some resolution on Monday. Anything on that? Okay, next is the review of April year-to-date budget. We're at 83.3%, and our income right now came in at 81.8%, but our expenses were at 78.4%. So income's been good, expenses have been holding, true. We've already taken in $4.6 million for this year, so pretty significant budget. Any questions, any thoughts from the council?
I think we should commend the state police department, they're staying well under budget.
Good, there's right back there,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Timmy and.
They used to be our worst nightmare.
Great
overtime.
Great job, guys.
Now you're our best nightmare.
Yeah.
No.
And not only do they say it's expense values, but they really take care of all of us too, so.
Yeah.
We're
No
very
drop in
lucky to
service.
have them.
No drop.
No drop in service, that's right. Do I have a motion to accept the April year-to-date budget?
Make a motion.
All right, second. All in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carried. Next item is the notice of award letter. This is the Bowen Tank Rehab. It's our Stanton Water Improvements Project Phase 2. Contract number 1, the Bowen Tank Rehab. It came in at $118,760. And so that was a very good bid. Actually, it was the only bid, but this particular company, Curans, is really good. That's pretty much what they do. They're out of Lexington, and so I was glad to see them get that. They're going to try to get started here. As I send this in tomorrow, they just have to do a couple of things, and they want to get it done as soon as possible.
Yeah, they were saying in
Hey, you were here. I
the
wasn't here.
bid opening that possibly 10 to 14 days, they could,
Beautiful.
and they want to bring in crews and just work
Yeah.
continuously to get it
Yeah.
up and repaired.
And
Are
that'll
we
be
expecting any outages or anything during the repair?
no, not for that one. Not for the
No,
Bowen
but
Tank.
Richard's already done some testing about rerouting,
Yeah.
and it held up pretty well, so
So we don't
thankful. Unless there's a huge leak or something, I don't see any.
Notifications need made or anything?
Not unless we have a huge leak.
They actually, I know you mentioned like 10 or so days, but some of that's gonna be done on the outside. But that inside, they're gonna try to get that done in 2 or 3 days.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
inside.
boom, just like that.
I think
Because
they're-
that's a 630,000 gallon tank we have to empty out, so.
Yeah, they're gonna do that like 24/7, they said.
Yeah.
Until they get it done.
Yeah, I think we'll be satisfied. So do I have a motion for the notice of award letter for the Bowen Tank Rehab? Second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay, next is our annual budget fiscal year from July 1 through June 30, 2027. Tommy, you want to say anything about the budget?
Well, everybody, we passed out and it's got all the revenue,
Right.
some highlighting, it's pretty much 5.632 million for the year. Some of the additions,
Yes.
From last year, we added 9/11 fees to the water bills, but we done it half a year, so there's a difference of $133,000 versus what was in last year's budget. We did increase the fire department 30 grand. We put in $70,000 for water meter upgrades for digital. How many ever we can get done.
Video read meters.
Yeah. And then 30,000 for the fire hydrant.
Just some of our infrastructure
Yeah.
goes, so.
One thing that we don't know yet, we previously stated the Red River wastewater, so between now and the second reading, that will change the numbers and what will actually be the increase versus so we'll make that adjustment for the second reading.
We're also gonna have to add that Stanton water improvements, that Bowen tank rehab is
Yes.
gonna be on there.
Yep.
That's $118,760. Also, for
Well,
phase
that-
one of the Stanton water improvements, we're gonna have to add the
Yep.
pipeline and the pump station.
Yeah, so are we gonna add that into this year and then?
Yeah, because they're
Then what?
starting the pipeline Monday,
Yeah.
so they'll probably have one draw out of that.
So we'll add it to this year's and then
Transfer it over.
It just,
whatever we've
carries
got
over.
left at the end of June, we'll have to amend the budget
Right.
again.
And the pump station, there's really no time, well, a couple of weeks, they're gonna hopefully get started on that. So there'll probably be a draw for both of those before, June 30 or July 1. So I'll get those to you, or you can just have them here, just get Billy, you go back.
Are we doing anything for employees this year?
That again, I think
We're discussing.
we're looking at that in between, see what Red River wastewater. I would definitely like to see some increases, and I think it's doable. I just want to make sure what the raise is and
Okay.
what Willie really wants to do.
Right, we're talking about it.
I have those copies for y'all, I'm not sure when y'all want them.
Okay.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they already had them. Oh, the ordinance.
Yeah, the ordinance.
So, by all means, take a look at it, you see something.
Oh, we'll put the budget high.
Thank you.
I read over it.
How much, we don't know how much it will go up versus last year
Till we get the,
until we get something from Red River. Okay.
I mean, we have estimates with what they're proposing, but
Yeah.
You think you'll be able to
They gotta agree to
negotiate
change it.
farther down
Or
than
we're
what
gonna
they're
have to-
doing? Probably not.
Or we're gonna have to take some
I
time
think
back.
we just have to,
Yeah, I think we're hopeful, but
But not,
oh, they're pretty, I mean, I think we've kind of went their numbers and we're going back and forth. I think it's possible, but we definitely need to try what we can, but.
yeah.
do we need to do anything with this? What-
I would, legally, this is a regular scheduled meeting, and so legally, we can add new things to the agenda.
Right.
Practically speaking, I don't know, I would kind of counsel to maybe put it on the next agenda and go ahead and do it that way. That way, everybody knows, nobody can say that we're trying to do something rushed and, without transparency. And then it would also be good to maybe look at this a little bit closer to see if there's anything else that may need to be changed, and then put it on the agenda, public notice, everybody knows. But legally, if you really want to do it, I think you can.
Okay.
And that's why I wrote through this, so that everybody could see the changes. They're nominal.
Oh, okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they're very.
We need to
very-
do something first reading of the budget.
Yeah, I was getting to that in a minute.
Yeah, we do the budget first.
Okay, got a motion, any other questions on the budget? Can I have a motion for the first reading of the budget?
I'll make a
Second?
motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. And these other that we've just gotten, I guess we'll just kind of look over it and come back to it at our special meeting. Can we do
I
that?
want to amend it. It's just a change from, so basically,
Where's-
the last sentence says that
Where-
the
Where are we at?
The very last thing that's at the bottom.
section 3, and I've already discussed it
Got it.
with Vicky a little bit, but basically the intentions obviously is for, we intended last time for us to collect it. There was a clerical error where the part did get changed that basically changes the word commission to city on basically, the way that we did it is the payments are coming to us, but the reporting is going to the tourism commission, is the way I'm reading it. So I think we intended for it all to be collected and come to the city. Looks like we maybe missed that when we amended it last month. Because it says in section 3, any of the businesses shall report to the current ordinance, treasurer of the Tourism and Convention Commission on forms provided by the commission the gross sale of that restaurant from food and beverages for the preceding calendar month. Calculate the tax due for that month by computing 3% of its gross sales from food and beverages. And the operator shall remit with the form the tax due to the commission. And then the next sentence says all payments due under this ordinance shall be remitted by the business owner to the city of Stanton, and the city of Stanton shall remit the fund to the Stanton Tourism Commission. There's obviously a conflict there. I think the intention is it for the city to collect their levy tax and then turn that over to the commission.
Okay.
I don't know. I will yield to the advice of the city attorney, but I don't see a big deal.
Well, once again, legally, I think you could do it. This is a regularly scheduled meeting, and you all can bring up things that are not on the agenda. If it was a special meeting, you couldn't. So it's really the pleasure of whatever you all want to do.
Yeah, and I get that, and I'm obviously concerned about. We've talked about it. We talked about it at the park board meeting. I mean, you knew it's coming, so I'm worried. The only thing I really worry about is, trying to just keep that relationship with the tourism commission. But I don't see. I mean, we were pretty.
Well, this has to
plain
have
and
a
clear.
second reading next time anyway, so I don't.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So, but.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for ordinance number 26-004, amendment of ordinance 16-0008, section 3, an ordinance levying a restaurant tax pursuant to KRS 91A.400, effective January 11, 2017. Do I have a motion on that? Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion is carried. Next are some recommended appointments for the Stanton Tourism. Number 1 is the City of Stanton Mayor, seat number 1, Kevin Noel. For his term is 3 years, expires 12/31/28. Kevin works over in the county with Eddie. I think he'd be a good fit and bring some quality to the Stanton Tourism.
Can you explain how these appointments work, just so that everybody?
Yeah, basically, the appointments, in this particular case, it's me looking, around and maybe talking to individuals, and I choose mine, but like the second one, the Powell County Hotel Motel, that comes from,
Mendel Tipton.
the Tiptons, Mendel and Debbie. In particular, they will submit 3 names to myself. I can look at those names and, I can talk to those individuals, and then I can make a decision whether I'd like to bring them, one of those to the city council, for approval, such as in this case here. This is the second time for them. The first 3 were sent back, or he was asked to submit 3 more of those, and so they did. And it's the same for the Restaurants Association, the same for the Stanton Powell County Motel Hotel. They submit 3 names. We look at those, we talk to them, find out exactly a little bit about why they would want to serve and those kinds of things. Do I have a motion for City of Stanton Mayor, seat number 1, Kevin Noel, term 3 years, expiring 12/31/28?
Make a motion.
All right, second. All right, all in favor? All right. Any opposed? Motion carried. The second is the Powell County Hotel Motel, that's Crystal Morton, a term of 3 years. But again, Mendel and Debbie have talked to each of these. They've all agreed to serve. So that's why she's pretty presented to you. Any questions about that?
I'll make a motion to
All right.
approve your appointment.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, motion carried. Do we have a closed session or anything? Anyone? You have anything? Don?
Yes, well, 2 things, one for open, one for closed. The open, one of my 9 grandbabies found out about the Bigfoot Festival and is talking to their parents about it all the time. So Vicky
Might get you a better
afterwards.
parking spot.
Yeah, I'll get with Vicky afterwards.
Hey, I can get you a parking spot, don't worry about it.
So that, the whole Dixon family is looking forward to the Bigfoot Festival now, because that's all we hear
You and
about.
a couple of thousand of us.
Yeah. And, one quick item for closed session, Mayor.
Okay,
Potential
motion to go into closed session?
What
Motion.
category?
Yeah.
Potential litigation.
Okay.
Litigation.
Second, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Public comments?
Yes. You know I had to.
Save the best for last.
Now, where is, here he is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to sit over here.
Oh, you're done.
I knew I was missing somebody.
Now Ruth.
All right. Well, this is special.
Sorry,
so
Councilman Ruth.
I had to make sure that you were gonna be here. My public comments for one part anyway is to thank Mr. Dixon and Ann for working on all of these ordinances and getting all of these boards all figured out, because they have been a real mess job.
Thank
And
you.
so did Ann.
So did
That's why I wanted you to sit here so everybody could get your picture. All right,
Appreciate that.
all right, my second issue, now you wanna go back over.
Now, Ruth,
Yeah, my second.
I am
issue.
running this, not you. Go.
Public comments?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But anyway, my question is on the tourism. I'm still very, don't know, is Stanton Tourism joining with the county, or is that not happening, or where do we stand? I don't
Just,
understand where we
it's,
are.
it's kind of still in the talking stage.
Okay. Okay. Next question. I would like to know how much money the city has paid for lawyers working on this. This has been in the works since last year. I'd also like to know how much the tourism has paid on attorneys. Since this process has taken this many months, we've got to have some bills on that, and I'd like to know, and I think the citizens of Stanton deserve to know how much money has been spent just on lawyer fees.
Okay, you have to go and fill out,
Open.
open records.
I will do that.
Yes.
I appreciate
do
it,
that,
and I
Ruth?
will present it next meeting.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Uh-huh.
I think my bills, up until a certain point, specified the activity. I don't know that the recent bills break it down for,
What it's
for
on.
activity. Yeah, I think the first 6 months I had it, each activity that I did, and then I think I might have quit doing the actual activity and just said what I did and billed, so. But most of the tourism stuff was done last year.
Yes.
And that was identified on the bill for last year, so that would be.
I'll make a quick comment on that, though. I know you're looking for it to move along, but I also think it'd be irresponsible for us to just throw it all together, merge it, and it not work. I think it needs to be done right. There's negotiations going on both sides. I'm opposed to it just being thrown together for whatever reason. I think it only works if it's done correctly. If it's not done correctly, then I'm opposed to it. And at the end of the day, I'm good with us having a tourism. I do think the merger is the best thing, but if it can't be done correctly and done right, everybody agree, moving forward and documented and everything, it's not gonna be a good thing. It's gonna last for a year and then fall apart again, and we don't want that, so.
And
That's
I
the-
agree with you, but there's still a monetary cost, and I think citizens have a right to know how much this is costing.
Okay, so yeah, you are correct.
And also, it has been going on since when? October or September of last year? How long is this being worked on? What was it?
Probably April.
Yeah, not been that long.
Hasn't
It
been,
started in April,
I don't know that I was
last
here.
April.
oh, last
No.
April.
Was I?
No.
No, I don't think.
Well, whenever it was.
We'll get it.
Whenever it was.
You do the,
You're right, too.
fill out
I just think in our
Yeah.
defense, I think we did respond to that, we're being careful and trying to do it right.
And I'm not
So,
criticizing you,
yeah.
I want it done right too, because it doesn't need to fall apart every time we turn
Yeah.
around. We've had a lot of tourism problems for the last few years.
Yeah.
And yeah, by golly, we got a city park that's doing a lot of good things too,
Yes.
so we do have a backup here.
Our tourism's been funding the park, so that's,
Yes.
that's a great thing that they're doing.
Yes.
So I wouldn't,
Yep.
so.
I appreciate it,
All right,
thank you.
thank you. Tommy, anything from you?
I don't think so.
Art? Bill?
I think I've said it all.
Okay. Dixon? All right. No?
Motion to
Motion adjourned?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.